Number 77.
This is it. Opening day. The regular season is set to begin, and we're thrilled to bring you all the live action right here on 2K Sports. With Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. On the sidelines, we have David Aldridge reporting. Looking now at the lineup for both teams tonight, some names out of action.
And it feels early to be already missing players from the lineup. But how these teams respond will impact the outcome of this game.
And the starting group for the Spurs. We'll see Barnes and Sohan playing forward. In the backcourt, it's the veteran Paul paired with Castle. And it's Wembanyama in at the 5, down low. And for Dallas, and one forward, Thompson. At the other forward, Washington. The star backcourt, Doncic and Irving are the guard set. And it's Gafford in at the 5. You know, Doris, with all the fanfare of opening night, it must be tough for the players to keep their focus.
Yeah, I think obviously there's a ton of excitement because you've put the offseason to use trying to improve your skill as a player. But you love the game of basketball. It's hard not to get amped up. You know, it's just the mature players who are able to channel that in the right direction.
Doncic against Paul. To the right side. Wembanyama down low. Covered by Gafford.
Boy, you see the great timing of Daniel Gafford on the defensive end.
Irving with a clean look. Kept alive. Gafford kicks to Irving. A shot by Washington, and he's wide open. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
However you feel about Kyrie Irving, you cannot deny, Doris, he is an elite player still.
Kevin, there are many who consider Kyrie Irving to be the greatest finishing guard in the history of the game. I mean, left hand, right hand, a little bit of English and polish, big shot maker. And what I love for Kyrie Irving right now is he seems content and happy.
Here's Doncic, following the bucket by the Spurs. Inside, Gafford, and the bank shot is good.
Yeah, Luka, just a preternatural gift for finding the open man. What a pass.
And so it's Paul bringing it up for the San Antonio Spurs. It's a three-point game. Pass to Castle. Barnes with it. Clock at 4. Now Wembanyama. Covered by Gafford. And it's blocked by Gafford. The Spurs making a switch here. Johnson's checked in. Dallas has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Now let's send it over to David Aldridge, who was able to talk with Jason Kidd.
Now he's worried Chris Paul will take over the game, saying he's mentally beyond where most players have ever been. His ability to read the floor, make decisions, work the refs, call out teammates, he checks every box when it comes to leadership. Back to you.
Thank you, David. And here is Paul. After Luka Doncic hitting the 3. Paul finds Wembanyama. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in.
And this is what you want to see. Wembanyama attacking with authority inside.
And guys, hold on now. I'm getting word we have Shams Charania calling in. Shams, what do you have for us?
Thanks, guys. Well, after their three-point shooting abandoned them in the finals, the Mavericks have addressed that shortcoming in a major way, acquiring one of the Splash Brothers, Klay Thompson. Klay is eager for a fresh start and an opportunity, I'm told, to add another ring to his championship resume. This should be a match made in heaven.
Without a doubt. Shams Charania with the report. Hey, Shams, thanks. And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. He wants to talk to his guys. Some changes here for the Mavericks. Derek Lively, he's checked in for Daniel Gafford. Marshall comes in for Klay Thompson. And Dinwiddie subbed in for Kyrie Irving. Ball outside. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Branham can't get it to go.
Boy, this guy is a good finisher, so he misses a chippy. That's tough to take.
You know, Doris, every so often there are guys that come along that you can build a franchise around, and Luka Doncic seems to be one of them.
There's no question, Kevin, and if I were putting a team around Luka Doncic, I'd want to have multiple vertical threats at the rim and shooters at every other position, because at that point, Luka is unguardable.
The first free throw is good. It's hard to believe, but Luka Doncic is still in his mid-20s. Doris, does he even have a ceiling?
That is the question, Kevin, and I'm not sure he does, because in the first part of his career, he's been all NBA consistently, and we're talking first team multiple times. He's averaged over 30 in a season. I don't think there is a ceiling, Kevin.
And so he hits both.
What you love about Luka Doncic is he's this unique combination of size and skill. He can really play cross-positionally. He makes shots at all three levels. So dangerous.
Now here's Collins. Pass to Johnson. Knocks down the three ball.
When he's hitting that shot, this offense becomes scary, even more difficult to defend.
And what happens is the court just opens up. You like seeing him get into a rhythm from outside the arc. Love it.
And here is Washington after the three-pointer from Keldon Johnson.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
34 seconds left to play in the first. Ingram a screen on Dinwiddie. And the wide open shot from Paul. Tried to come right back with the three of his own. But it's no good. Washington against Ingram. Pulls up. And Dallas again with the bucket.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Here's Johnson. From deep. Drills it from outside. Johnson's got his second bucket of the night.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
And so it's the Dallas Mavericks bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. We'll return shortly. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And guys, what's your take so far on the Mavs?
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Boy, it's been a really pretty thing to watch, executing their game plan to perfection.
Greg, you look at today's point guards, so many different types that can be effective.
And there's a lot more freedom for point guards to kind of explore the parameters of their game. Sometimes it's steadying an offense. Other times it's to ignite it.
Irving is out there with Spencer Dinwiddie. Then it's Derek Lively, and it's Grimes in at the 3 slot. So that's who Dallas starts the second with.
And that solid foundation of Keldon Johnson going to work as he fought for position there.
No good from Irving.
Normally he'll drill that shot, and I'm sure they'll look to find him in that spot again.
No doubt. Very good play call, good execution. Sometimes it just doesn't fall. This guy, a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive scoring the ball.
Now, here is Irving. Still without a basket. Takes a shot at the elbow. Yep, that one goes.
You are not going to find too many better in the mid-range than Kyrie Irving.
And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. He's checked in for the Mavericks. And San Antonio also making a switch. Zach Collins checked in for Harrison Barnes. And we play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. So, Greg, the Spurs last year began 15-56, but it was the ending that they're really hanging their head on. They won 7 of their last 11 games.
And over that closing stretch, Wemby averaged 27 points, 13 rebounds, 7 assists, and 5 blocks. A small glimpse into the potential of this young superstar.
First free throw is good. Well, some have argued that Wembanyama deserved Defensive Player of the Year consideration in his rookie year.
And, Kevin, I can see where they're coming from. His team went from a bottom 5 defense to a top 5 defense when he was on the floor. His impact is amazing.
Hardy, he's checked in for Dallas. And both free throws good for Wembanyama. You know, Greg, with the combination of Wembanyama and Coach Greg Popovich, the Spurs should be a great defensive team.
Yeah, it's hard with a young roster because all 5 guys have to work in unison, and often someone's going to make a mistake.
Now here's Jones. Still yet to score. Wembanyama, no good. Mavericks leading by 3. Here's Grimes. Pass to Hardy. Now Irving. This one for 3. Grimes passes to Irving. Happy to see that one go in for a second make in 5 attempts.
Well, good vision from the inside and kicking it to the perimeter.
Spurs trail by 5. A minute 50 left in the second quarter. Wembanyama, a screen on Irving. Branham, the pass to Wembanyama. Yep, that one goes in there. Wembanyama has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Oh, great decision there. Get it to Wembanyama and let Victor finish as the roller.
And we've got a timeout called by Jason Kidd. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. Going with a whole new group out there. Now let's take a look at the most efficient scorers in the NBA from last year's campaign. You take a look at Gafford, leading the league in field goal percentage. He always gets good looks.
He didn't miss many easy chances last year, and he made the most of the tough ones as well. What a fantastic percentage.
Washington finds Doncic. Some nice passing here by Dallas. A floater. Doncic with the block.
Oh, Doncic says not now and not here. That is a tremendous defensive play. Listen, this guy is not the most dangerous threat from there, but you have got to honor the shooting a little bit.
Now here's Thompson. Scoreless thus far. Six to shoot. And taken away by Paul. And here we go. Fast break. Paul's got it. Ahead. And the dunk by Barnes.
Yeah, it's just the giant wingspan, the 40-inch max vertical, all in play for Barnes that time.
44 seconds left in the first half. And here's Doncic from the arc. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field.
Now the D giving him a little bit of space beyond the three-point line, and that's all the room he needs.
Ball against Doncic. Wembanyama, a screen. Pass to Barnes. Shot clock at 5. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. Here's Sohan. And it's off from three-point range. Thompson dishes to Doncic. Here's Gafford. And the rejection by Wembanyama. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wembanyama. And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
And guys, they'll think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
The three for Doncic. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. The Mavericks on top. They lead by 1. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, PJ. Hot start offensively. How do you continue that in the second half?
I think we did a great job of attacking the rim and kicking out to our teammates and making open shots. So we got back away from that in the second quarter, but we got to do a better job of that coming out of halftime.
Stick with what works, right? Thanks for your time, man. Back to you.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
Please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Ooh, they're measuring up the shot. Hey, give it up for our contestant.
Halftime is here, and with the San Antonio Spurs in a neck-and-neck game, lots to talk about.
They found an advantage in the painted area, and they're exploiting it. I just say keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, please don't fix it.
Now let's take a moment here for a look at the upcoming schedule.
When I look at San Antonio, they don't get their home opener until next game. But tonight, they start this new season on the road, kind of like Kenny storming into the kitchen and trying to take all my barbecue chicken.
That's because you're in my building, and I'm eating all the barbecue chicken, big fella.
That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more hoops action.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. You know, Luka Doncic has been exceptional here, guys.
And the way that he has helped out with the ball movement has been a difference maker early on.
I don't know that you necessarily think of him as someone who's going to create for others, but boy, all night he's been willing to make the extra pass.
San Antonio's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. And doors at last season's trading deadline, Dallas making moves for Daniel Gafford and P.J. Washington.
Kevin, this was cool in a couple of ways. For P.J. Washington, a hometown kid. For Daniel Gafford, he grew up 4 hours away. But most importantly, these two guys fit like a glove around the incredible Luka Doncic. Sometimes roster construction just works beautifully.
On the court for San Antonio. In the backcourt, it's the veteran Paul paired with Castle. Sohan is the 4 with the lengthy Wembenyama playing the 5. And it's Barnes in at the 3 spot. And now the latest from our reporter David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks very much. The Mavericks have been much improved defensively. Coach Jason Kidd says when you're leaning on Luka offensively to deliver, and he does, you have to be able to cover him. Not just him, but Kyrie. The focus on playing defense and protecting one another is at a high right now. It can't just be 3 guys. It has to be all 5. Kevin?
It is, David. You're right. It's a team game.
Shoot 2.
And he knocks down the first one. And Greg, at the time Kyrie joined Dallas, there were some questions around how he and Doncic would fit together.
Yeah, well, Dallas needed another ball handler who could score and make plays for others. Doncic couldn't do it all by himself, especially in the postseason. Now they're trying to build around those 2 guys.
Barnes hits them both. And so Doncic will bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Outside Irving. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Doncic finds Thompson. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Even with the defense all over him, Thompson sticks with it and doesn't just give up on the shot.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And he makes the first.
Well, the pure shooting stroke is the first thing you think of with Klay Thompson. But I think as impressive is what he gives you on the defensive end of the floor. Klay Thompson is as hard a worker as there is in the NBA.
And so he makes both from the line.
You want to contest this guy's shot, but you absolutely don't want to send him to the line. He will make you pay.
Pass to Sohan. From outside, off the mark. The Mavericks leading. Well, Daniel Gafford has carved out Doris a role in this league with his hustle, his intensity, and his rim protection.
All of those things you just mentioned, Kevin, are skills. He plays hard on both ends. Gafford can defend the paint. He's going to crash the glass. He's going to run the floor. Listen, figure out how you can fit and do your job.
Again, the miss by the Spurs.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
Lets the three fly. Rebound by Sohan. Spurs trail by 3. Fires from 14. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Sohan's got 5.
Well, Chris Paul has made a living doing just this, finding the open teammate.
Doncic kicks to Gafford. Pass to Irving. The 3. Traps in the tray. He has 7.
You guys know it's pick your poison when you are trying to cover Kyrie out of the pick and roll.
And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. Look for Dallas. Derek Lively, he's checked in for Daniel Gafford. Marshall comes in for P.J. Washington. And Spencer Dinwiddie subbed in for Kyrie Irving. A minute 20 left in the third. Johnson left side. Clock at 6. Lets it go. And he hits the jump shot. Johnson's got 10 points. And so Doncic will bring it up for the Mavericks. They've led by as much as 10. Following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Suns at Footprint Center in Phoenix. That'll be just one game played away from home for them.
Yeah, great concentration by Lively, willing that one home.
And when we talk about players with great upside, Derek Lively is one of the first to come up.
There's no question about that. This young man has great length and athleticism. He's adding strength every single day. Eventually, he's going to have some go-to moves offensively, but right now, rim runner, rim protector of the highest standard, and plays beyond his years.
That's good from Lively.
Boy, when you talk about Derek Lively, first thing that strikes you are his physical tools, length, athleticism, great motor. But I also like the maturity from this young man.
Yes, that goes in.
Well, you get exactly what you want right there. Clean look, right at the cup, nicely done.
Mavericks leading by 3. Thompson outside. Dinwiddie outside. 27 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Just 5 to shoot. Lively the pass to Marshall. Dinwiddie for 3. San Antonio with the rebound.
I always like to hold for the last shot right here.
Well, that's great execution if you can do that, because it takes any chance of momentum away from your opponent.
For San Antonio, they've hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. Both teams will make substitutions. And he makes both free throws. There's 10 seconds left in the third quarter. Fires from way outside. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Mavericks lead by 1. And we'll get going after this from the American Airlines Center. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ballgame. Washington and Lively hold down the post for him. Kyrie Irving is out there with Spencer Dinwiddie. And it's Grimes in at the small forward position. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
That's a power drive if you've ever seen one. Keldon Johnson is country strong.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for Dallas.
Guys, the D hasn't had an answer for the three-point shooting, which is why they continue to just fire away from deep.
I think another thing that's striking here tonight, the ball movement is incredible. Again and again, they're making smart passes to ready shooters.
And one thing you gotta love about Johnson, his energy. The man doesn't take his foot off the gas.
Second free throw, no good.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
Good on the shot. And the Mavericks lead by 5.
You see the offensive force that is Kyrie Irving. Sometimes it's his scoring. Right there, it's his passing.
And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
During that break, Greg Popovich really had some strong advice for his team. Now, he begged his guys to get after it on the break. He said, let's keep up the tempo, guys. You know how dangerous we are on the break. Be confident with the ball. Take risks. Move it, guys.
All right, thank you, David. Here's Castle. He's covered by Irving. Bounce pass from Paul. Sohan with the ball. Driving in, and there it is for him.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Boy, when it's this close, you try not to give up these kinds of buckets. Boy, you got to do better defensively.
And so it's Dallas with him after the basket by San Antonio.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Wembanyama can be a menace inside. His length cannot be easily contained.
Doncic outside. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Wembanyama looking it over. They double team Wembanyama. And it's Paul missing. And so Doncic will bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. They've led by as much as 10.
Well, solid work from Kyrie right there. This guy never fears going against bigger players. His shot making too good.
Now here's Paul. Floats it up for the height of Wembanyama on the one. Wow!
And how about the young fella, Wembanyama, with a big-time bucket.
Doncic against Paul. Gafford sends the pick for Doncic. Wants to get it to Gafford and does.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops.
They get a hand on it. Doncic against Paul. Back to Wembanyama. Pass to Castle. 4 on the clock. That's good, and it's Wembanyama with the assist.
Even in his rookie season, it's easy to see Castle's leadership.
Doncic against Paul. Forcing his way inside. Doncic.
Luka Doncic loves the big moment, and he delivers.
And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now. .110 left in the fourth quarter. Ball finds Wembanyama. He won't miss many from there. Wembanyama.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
Here's Doncic. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. He's able to hit the second one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Pass to Wembanyama. Fades back. It's rebounded by Dallas. They've led by as much as 10. Here's Irving. The shot, no good. Good defense by Wembanyama. Barnes, bounce pass. Floats it up for Wembanyama. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And this is what a franchise player does. Wemby coming up huge down the stretch.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Second team foul.
Gets the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
Yeah, 2-possession game now after knocking both of those down.
And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. This is a huge moment, folks, in this game, and he wants to be prepared. Here's Paul. And it's Luka with the rebound. And here are the Mavericks now. They lead by 4. And an intentional foul there stops the clock.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
So the first one drops, and that puts them up by 5. So he gets them both, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Yeah, showing off a really smooth stroke there, and that will add to their lead.
Pass to Sohan. Good! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Well, the vision and the understanding of Chris Paul is something to behold.
They're going to prolong the game here with an intentional foul. First free throw is good, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And so he drops them both. It's a 5-point game.
You've got to show composure, and he comes through right when the team needs him most.
Here's Castle. Can't drop the tough 3-pointer. So we see the Mavericks get the win here. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but in the end, everyone's satisfied.
I mean, there were some times that momentum shifted, and especially early on, but let's give this group a lot of credit for that stick-to-itiveness in terms of finishing out and executing that game plan.
And we've got David Aldridge standing by on our sideline with the player of the game. David, it's all yours.
Kevin, thank you. Hey, Luka, another win for you, but the games keep coming. So what's the most important thing for this team to establish?
I mean, compete, you know, the way we compete today from the start till the end. The game is never over, and just compete.
I think it's important that you compete. Congrats on the win, man. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that about does it for the first game of the new NBA season. For Doris Burke, David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And as we leave you, we give you our player of the game, Luka Doncic.